Hello, my name is Mr. John Foden. Right, the country's in a mess, right? Also, you're thinking you're going to die, so you're going to spend your money. Logic. I'm not clever, and I'm not bright. I just got common sense. So, people, obviously, frauds are being done on your phone, on the internet, as you know. Everyone wants to be, and everyone wants you to be, contactless. Money is thin air, like I was saying before, especially as a bond. Like me, it's hard to see me now. It's hard to see the money if you're actually contactless, right? For instance, you can't see it at all, it's in the air. Fact, not theory. There's loads of electronic vibes. You think any bank accounts are contactless, and then you'll know. There's also a system. The systems can do a lot of things. You know, and I know. That's if you've got common sense like me. But you're brighter than me. Right, now let me explain. Now, the country's struggling with money, right? As you know. So companies need to know what people want. Now let me explain. When you buy an item, what's it got? And what did it give you? Did they give you a receipt? Yeah, that's fact. But what does it have inside it? It has a code on an item. Fact, not theory. That's a code. That's a code. Sure is. Sure is. And guess what? That code is so they know what people are buying. Correct. But what else have they got to do? Like this disappearing right now. You've disappeared, but they've still got the code and they know what you're buying. The marketing people, so they know what things to supply to the public. See? There's your answer why they have a barcode, as well as people thieving, of course. And like I said, everything's electronic. See? Things are infinite, just like the money. The barcode is for marketing, not just as everything to sell. Is in, actually, would you believe, the barcode to see what people want and how see people are spending, so they know what to develop more of and what not to do more of. It's so cool, what's the point of making items if people are no one's going to buy them? Fact, not theory. Now, do you see the theory in that? Right, I'll tell you smells. As well as the theory in that, marketing, right? Now, if people being nice, Tesco are nice. Tesco's a good store, and I think it is. But if there's 50, well, there was about, say about maybe 200. I walked to work and we both queuing up, right? Courtesy to give them umbrellas, right? Marketing again. To show how good their store is, to show how good and the people who are going there. See what I mean? But where they could have done really good, which they did slip up. What could they have done as well as that? They could have given them a cup of tea. And then again, why didn't they? I'll tell you why. Because people would have disappeared from the store. And guess what? There's no toilets anywhere. Shops won't let you use the toilets because they said hygiene. Stay away. You can't use that, you can't use this, you can't use that. But you want to do shopping, right? So you work it out, right? You're doing shopping. So why people want to buy food, right? So if you go in a cafe, just say, why can't you're buying food. When you buy food, just so you're eating outside, what do they expect you to do? It's a criminal offence to pee on the floor. You know that and I know that. And as you can see, remember when I was talking about things closing down, right? Just show you. Let me come over there and show you something. Businesses and businesses and businesses and businesses closing down. Right? Now I won't show you this sign over there, but look at this, right? See this? That there is done because things need doing in Stockport, which is good. I won't tell you the exact reason why they're doing it, but I know the reason, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to put my foot in it and say too much. Like I said, I got common sense. Look, show you something. This is what people... No, I won't show what's on the floor because it would be an insult to you. It's actually dog muck I could have stood on. It wouldn't be very nice to show something like that to the public. And people are supposed to clean it up. Would you like to stand in something like that what I nearly stood in? No, you wouldn't. By the way, that wasn't a lie. That was fact. There's a lot of shops closing down and a lot of businesses. Now, if they're going to have to get rid of someone, who do they want to get rid of first? The high people with the money. That's not us. They're the people with property. Property. People are selling the houses. And guess why they're selling them? Because they're out of work. What does that show you? And then, when that is done, as you can see, I'm walking. So I see. And guess what else? I'm going down here. You may see why I'm going down here. Just going up these steps. Now, the thing is, this is to the marketplace, right? Now you're going to say, why am I going up downhill here? Well, as you know, it leads to shops on Petersgate. Now, what you got to remember is one thing. This is private, right? But now, have the council bought it or not? Look, I'll show you. Well, I won't show you this shop. But as you know, you can gather where they are. Because remember, if you take a picture or film a shop without their permission, business, maybe premises, maybe not. Right? You work it out. It's actually, think about it, a lot of people, and what you got to do, like today, see that? What happened again? Kids causing trouble. I asked the government, would you believe, previous, would they do something? Now, I'm threatened a lot. Right, that's fact. Remember, I proved it wasn't me who actually done this. Or was one of them people. But you see, kids are immature and fake. They don't know the facts. They probably don't even look at the video. Because they don't bother what they probably do watch YouTube. But guess what? Guess what's wrong? The law. Well, if you ask the police not bothered. The police just want the big crime. Get brownie points to go up the ladder. We all know it. A lot of the government a long time ago. Probably someone in government was put down the ladder. I'm actually harassed them. Some people don't like to be put down the ladder. Now, I've been threatened yesterday. I won't lie, I don't commit slander. I was seeing them today, but I wasn't actually threatened. I just walked away. That's because I'm protected, I can protect myself without any trouble. But the good thing is one thing. You work it out, right? Guess what it is? Maybe you're wondering. One thing, and I'll tell you. Fact. The thing wrong is there should be 2 rules. One for kids and one not for kids. That's what it should be. One for good and one for bad. The kids do bad, they can spit at a policeman because the law's fake. And I'll tell you why it's fake. Listen to this, look at the logic in this. If there were 2 laws, one for good people and one for bad. Now, good people need help. Fact, not theory, right? Fact, not theory. Now, as you can see, I'm not filming a shop. You never saw all of it. See, clever, eh? But it's where I come for something to eat. Stopped coming in the last few days because a lot of things have happened. But let me explain. You're thinking right now, why am I close to it? And I'll tell you, you should never hold a grudge while the other person's smoking the car. Remember I told you that one? Maybe they didn't mean what they said. I'm straight, and they were saying, probably in their culture, something else, which I won't repeat because I don't like it. Maybe it's foreign people who say it, right? And I think it's good. Not for English people. English people don't like it. I like ladies, obviously. But let me explain. Like I was saying before, 2 rules, right? For good and bad. If kids can spit at police, right? They can do what they want. They can get away with crime because they're underage, right? When I was 7, I was put in Prestwich Secure Unit. Social services were very, very, very bad. And I mean extremely bad. You used to get put in straitjackets, padded cells. There was a nice man there though. He was good to me. He was a good friend. Mike Coyle, an Olympic judo expert. That's how good he was. He didn't want to teach maths, even though we were maths and English teacher. We just did gym. See, something you didn't know about me. Yes, there's one thing. But like I said, he was an Olympic judo expert. And if you think I'm lying, look it up. I'm not sure, I've not looked on Google because I'm having fraud done on my phone. But he's a good friend of mine. I don't know if he's still alive. He may be, maybe not. If not, some of his family might be. But I'll tell you something. I don't know, he used to live in Rochdale, but to tell the truth, at this day and age, I think he might have passed. But, it's a sad thing when someone passes who you know and like. In fact, when he used to come to near my area, he used to put a birthday card through my door. That's how nice and kind he was. This is when I actually left the place, by the way. Because like I said, I went to the David Lewis Centre afterwards. Anyway, forget that about the David Lewis Centre. He was a really, really good man. Olympic judo expert. How about that? Go back some years, Google it. Oh, that's if you can get Google and make it not to lie. Or even go in Olympic books. You'll see that he was an Olympic judo expert. Him and his friend. I've got a picture of this, but I haven't got it on me now. Because he kept it a long time. I keep things. Because I'm not stupid. Sometimes you need them as backup. Anyway, getting to the point. These kids should be given 2 rules. Now, I'm going to explain something. If you ask the police, they can't do it now because they're run by the council and government. If you ask the council, they do nothing. Fact, not favourite. So listen to this, right? Is this logic? And I tell you, it is logic. What if 50,000 kids barged in to the House of Commons? The security can't do nothing. The law says you can't hit kids. Doormen are not allowed to wear steel toe-cap boots in places, are they? Because of these nutters in probably all over Manchester want to cause trouble. Now you think, right, actually, what they're doing. If them 50,000 kids came into the House of Commons, probably from I don't know where, loads of different areas, as like a demonstration. I remember the Prime Minister's made a law, so he couldn't do nothing, the police couldn't do nothing, the security couldn't do nothing, and it'd be raided. I wonder if he'd change his tune then, because there's a lot of people my age who get the same treatment as the police and me. So, you think people my age? Some people said, like I heard one say today, I won't say his name. Luckily I didn't know his name, but he said, it was last night, I was getting something to eat. He actually said, it doesn't matter, if they came to me, I'd hit them and I'd go to prison. I don't let no one take the mickey out of me. See what I mean? That's people trying to stick up for themselves. Guess what? The bad thing is one thing. And I'll tell you that one thing. Do you know what it is? No, I'll tell you. People are bad. Now the thing is, what happens is, if them 50,000 people come in, it might change the Prime Minister's mind about 2 laws. Because there's a lot of bad people out there. I was put in that Prestwich place for the wrong reason. And I was dealt with really bad. Bad. A doctor in the end, Pat Ainsworth, knew what was up with me. She sure did. And guess what? One thing you don't know is one thing. Things should always be made. And guess what? Rules can be changed. Just like the Prime Minister changed them for masks. Remember foreign people couldn't wear masks? Soon changed. Like everything comes back for a reason. Like these kids are coming up now, so I don't want no more trouble. So I see young people are speaking right now, so I'll turn it off right now. Good luck and good karma.